down to your bone. Your troubles break on the shores of stone. And when you curl up into your souls, you leave your prints deeper into your home.
Zoom in on the map of our homeland.
This is where I grew up.
That's where we live.
Yeah, Mars lives like, where do you live in? Ali?
I live in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle, and we live in like
Star, so we'd be like north there-ish. Yeah, just.
Alright, so we've got an announcement to make. Basically,
We got a new member! The fifth member!
Band!
DJ Simon!
Oh my god, this one isn't working either, man. This is fucking rad.
You just twist.
There we go.
Well, that's pretty cool, man.
yeah, well, three of us grew up together. Me, myself, Rob, and Bish. Yeah, we kind of met when we were about like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, wasn't it? With me.
Well, I met you when I was about 8 to 10.
Hey, that's when I came to Bahrain.
Yeah. And we always played like various instruments, you know, it was an awkward phase experimenting in music. I used to play drums and a little bit of guitar on the side. And he used to sing. Rob used to play trumpet.
Yeah.
And then we told him he'd get a lot more girls with
A bass
pick
guitar.
up chicks
Yeah.
with a guitar instead of trumpet.
And they needed a bass anyway, so they were
I
like,
used
"Hey,
to
let's get
play
this guy."
viola.
Oh yeah, you did actually, yeah, for a while.
So yeah. We were very cool. And
We all used to
still are.
do really weird stuff before we joined the band. Like Marsden used to like
Whistle and songs.
Mars, what was your hobbies like?
Stamp collection.
Yeah.
Really?
Rab used to be like quite a rugby. He used to be like rugby
Yeah, I'm
lad.
still,
Rugby lad.
still a bit in rugby now, yeah, but rugby banter. Giving up my career in rugby for a career in music, so yeah.
Yeah. What did you used to do before the band, Jack?
Yeah. Football. We found Jad in London.
Football, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do like semi-professional motor racing. I used to do like karting, and I was Bahrain vice champion for like 2 years in a row. It was pretty sweet. What about you?
I don't really have anything interesting. I've just always done music. I think like making weird electronic music is quite geeky. Kind of did that.
Like 8-bit, 16-bit,
Yeah.
Mario.
8-bit ocean core. Something.
New folk indie.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
solid geeky in a way.
Yeah.
And how would you say your like friendships developed over the band?
It's just been a downhill.
We know a lot more. No, we know a lot more about each other. Some things we'd like to know, some things we wish we didn't know. We're not gonna go there.
So have there been any like band bust-ups?
All the time.
Yeah, like, what was it? Today we had a fight a bit. but it's like, we always fight, but it's like, it's a sort of like a...
It's kind of like a loving fight.
Yeah,
It's then after.
we need the fights, basically.
Okay, so tell us about your name.
Next
I know this is
question.
for
Was it?
We know there's a story. Tell it to us.
I think Rob should tell it.
Why do I have
Okay,
to
no,
tell
it
it?
started off
It
with,
makes me look stupid.
No, it
man.
started off with
finished the
me and
song.
Ram, basically. We were discussing some band names that we could like because we started this new band. And at the time, Rab was into bands like Sly and the Family Stone, you know, lots of bands with and in it. And then we decided, something and the. And they were like, you know, let's just call it Rab and the Centurions. It was something that we liked. But it was like, but man, like, what if I leave? We're like, yeah, that's gonna be and the Centurions. We just kind of like paused and stared at each other.
That was a good
And it was, what was it? That was a formation of
And where did the Centurions come from?
The Centurions
you have
bits
to say that.
came from a drinking game that I completed at age 17, was it?
We don't promote underage drinking.
But anyway.
Stay out of alcohol, kids. It's not good.
It's a fun game. You must consume 100 shots of beer over 100 minutes. And if you complete it,
Party pizza!
if you complete it, you get named a Centurion.
The two black guy, how do we start again? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, nice.
Sounds really sick.
Da-da.
Spin it like it's your first time.
Do you have one?
Spit it out like it's your last line. And up and down,
Sure,
up
I'm
and
gonna make you
down,
one.
up to the beat. The people standing up on 2 feet.
Sorry guys.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna make some strange chord. I'm like, fuck, I have to change mine.
You're only 17. You're on your best behaviors. Flipping through
Well, that's
all
pretty-
the
well done, bitch.
scenes of your favorite Hollywood faces. Skin and bones on TV. Don't get up to imitate them. So
Is that filming or is that?
Yeah.
Remember Gamblers? Remember Gamblers?
Yeah.
You made up Gamblers on the night, and then you were like, we have to make the song now. And then I was stoned, and I was like, I'm not playing bass. Off it goes. Okay, black light.
there is everything feels so
What's the matter,
right.
bitch? Why do we not embrace our
Take me back, take me back
He's
to
gonna do
that
Huh?
night.
Oh, Peach wouldn't do that. That's why, yeah. That's why we
Take
wouldn't
me
do it,
back,
because
take
Peach
me
wouldn't
back
do it.
to that night. Take me back to black light.
Vish spoke a bit before about your creative process, like Skype calls and that sort of thing. Tell us a bit more about how you write the songs and how you create them.
Wasn't?
Well, it depends. I mean,
Muzzins and Morrissey in the band.
Yeah.
the more I see the band,
I mean, he'll write a chord structure. He'll send it to us via Dropbox.
yeah, basically it depends on how often we see each other, how often we get to rehearse. When we're together, we tend to write things from the ground up. So, you know, the rhythm section,
Sometimes
the
like,
melodies.
I've even called Mars and I'll be like, yeah, check this beat that I made out, and I'll literally like hum it to him on
Yeah.
Skype, and he'll be like, okay, let me come up with a riff for that, and then
and then they basically put the lyrics to that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, if we don't see each other for a long time, it'll just be a few chords on a guitar and then some lyrics.
we send a lot of
And then-
garage band shit to each other.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of garage band stuff. Yeah.
And then we meet up, and then we get, you know, jazz
That's where
guitar
I, like, work
riffs,
on it.
Vish's drums come in there, raps and bass lines, you know, you change, you have the synth, you know. So there has to be foundation at some point to get built.